And we are back, folks. Let's see here. Okay, I want to go here now and go in. Yeah, lovely. Oh, good. Died on me, didn't it? Okay, I got to reconnect to the transmitter, friends. Lovely. Okay, we're back here. Okay. Got to reactivate the tablet here real quick. Yeah, you listen to the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extras. We're wrapping up our show here for today. It's here on GHRB Online. Ben called him in the last hour, no reply, so I will try next Saturday to see if we can get him on. If not, I am going to get a hold of Blake Myers and see if he can get on with us to talk about his experience on the Ragbri. Do that. And see if you want to tell us about it. And it'd be kind of fun to do that. So we're going to see if he'd like to do try for that. And let's see here. I'm going to have to relaunch the tablet because it killed on me again. Kind of like an old car. This tablet kind of reminds me of my. Yeah, I think it's kind of a I shouldn't say reincarnation because it's kind of not of God, but in inanimate object world, I call it the inanimate object world. It's kind of like a. Let's call it a. Let's call it a reincarnation of my old Ford Fairmont. It always used to kill on me, and it was a stick shift car. I remember that car. It used to always kill on me. So every once in a while, I like to call it my reincarnation of my old Ford Fairmont. Anyway, you're listening to the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, here on GHRB Online, and we're in the final moments of the show, which you could kind of expand, because we do have 45 minutes on here, so, I mean, we could stay on just a little longer. But I always say, I'm going to be on till 6, and I should really keep my word on that for that for a very good reason. But I don't, and I should, but I don't. But I will work on it. It's one of those things that every once in a while I have to put things into practice, and that is one of those things like posting while I'm on the air. It's one of those things I haven't really achieved yet. Being able to do that, my multitasking skills are not the best, folks. Let's put it that way. I do whatever I can and post whenever I can. But we're getting to the nitty-gritty of this program, so I'm just kind of are you okay there, boy? Okay, their dog has a coughing habit. He just, yeah. And I think it's just the intake of too many hairballs. I think that's what it is. That's the only thing I could come up with at this point. Yeah. Okay. All right. Lovely. Anyway, let's see. Okay. Okay. I did hit the like button on that, didn't I? So I wanted to refresh that page, see if it's taking forever to do that now. Okay. I'm gonna have to. It's a trick to doing this. Now, hey, coming up in just about, I'd say, 5, maybe 6, 7 minutes, Going Public is the Best of Jazz. This is a podcast that I did. This is the Best of Jazz from June 8th. I don't have a fresh show done yet for the Best of Jazz. So what I did was I put up a Best of Jazz podcast and did it that way. Kind of a Best of Jazz podcast. And I'm just putting that back up. So what I'm doing right now is getting it ready, because we're going to air it on the 9-foot signal, on the other frequency. That's my jazz frequency. I probably don't even have to do that. I could probably just air it here on Spreaker FM 88.9, because it's a pre-recorded encore presentation. And instead of flipping frequencies, but then, I might want to play some more jazz afterward. So we'll run the jazz afterward, and it's usually our Springfield station that I carry jazz from. It's a great station, comes out of Springfield, Illinois. They play really good jazz too. They're absolutely incredible, and they play real good instrumental jazz. It comes out of Springfield, and they are good. Really good station. They play real nice smooth jazz, and I like to listen to them. And it's it's like a digital broadcasting station, and it comes out of Springfield, Illinois, state capital. Very good program. Really good radio station. So if you ever get a chance to listen to this station, it's great. It's Springfield, Illinois. And it's called WSJE, I think that's the call letters. And they are real good. So check them out sometime if you ever have a chance. They are good. All right, tell you what we're going to do then. What I was going to do was not going to work. I think I'm going to do is sign out. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Taking forever to do that. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Here we go. All right. I'm going to flip that back over. Lovely. Okay, let me see here. Okay, it's dying, so this is not going to work. Okay, that's not going to work. So I'm going to have to just do it like I always do it. Do the thing. Yeah. Okay, what I wanted to do isn't going to work out, so we're just going to do it this way. I'm going to stay on the air just a little longer, but coming up here in just about 3 minutes, it's the Best of Jazz from June 8th, 2019. The Best of Jazz from June 8th is going to go public, and it's a great show. You want to check it out. It's really good. I was trying to get it to run off the tablet on the app, so it'll automatically play after I get off the air. But apparently it did not work because the tablet killed. So I am just going to forfeit that idea and just finish off this show, because there's a few other things that I wanted to do yet before we signed off today. So I'm thinking just a little bit longer on the show. We're going to stay on, okay? Yeah, because I wanted to do just a little bit more stuff here. Well, first of all, I want to talk about the programming. Like I said before, right after we get off the air, I'm going to be playing that one for you. It's a great show featuring the Best of Jazz. It's a Best of Jazz podcast that was from June 8th. Now, you'll hear some strange stuff there. It skips around a little bit, and that's because I deleted a lot of the weather off of it and a lot of time-sensitive material. But it's a good show anyway. You're going to want to check this out. It's coming up next right here on the GJRB Online Network. So just click that. It'll be coming up your way right after this program is over. So listen to that broadcast. That is the Best of Jazz right here on GJRB Online from June 8th. And it is featuring the music of David Sanborn. So it's a real good show. And you want to check that out. Absolutely fabulous. Alrighty, let's see. 6 minutes before the hour of 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. So while that is going public, why don't we do this? Let's do the Clinton weather forecast. For the Clinton area, let's do our Clinton weather forecast right now. According to the Mayer Farms, Eagle Point Park Station here in Clinton, we're going to do here. It's 81 degrees. Feels like 82. Winds are out of the north at 5 miles per hour, gusting to 7. Let's go down the ways a little bit, take a look at barometric pressure. Our barometric pressure right now, let's see where it goes up here. Barometric pressure right now standing at 29.94 inches of mercury. Visibility is 10 miles. And we have a dew point of 63 degrees. 46 degrees, relative humidity of 46%. We have a UV index of 8 for daytime. UV index of 8. Air quality is good at 49. And we have a grass pollen at low. And right now, 60% chance. We have dry conditions right now. I'm looking at our Spreaker studios right now. Absolutely fabulous day. Sun is shining. It was kind of cloudy earlier, but it's kind of cleared up. So that's good. 60% relative humidity. Showers and late tonight. 66 degrees. We have winds light and variable. And tomorrow, 50% chance of AM thunderstorms. You're going to get some thunderstorms in the morning on the way to church. I'll grant you that. 86 degrees for a daytime high. Southwest winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, 50% chance of thunderstorms again. Late, low of 68 degrees. Winds light and variable. And I think it's supposed to heat up. We're going to take a look at our 10-day forecast here real quick. I think we're supposed to heat up here. Not sure exactly what it is. It's going to get hot again, apparently. So let's take a look here. Lovely. Come on, it's taking a while for this to come up. While I'm doing that, I'm going to try to see if I can turn this tablet back on. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Anyway, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at this. Okay, here we go. For Monday, let's take a look at Monday. Monday temperatures are going up. 84 degrees Monday. Low 64, scattered thunderstorms predicted. Okay, my tablet's at 63%. If we're going to do this, I got to make sure that the tablet is fully charged, or it's never going to work. The way I planned it, and I have to do some playing around with this with live broadcast because for some apparent reason it takes a while for the app to pick up the program, so I'm trying to get this back up. Anyway, 81 degrees for Tuesday. Wednesday it's going to go up to 78. Nighttime low 56, partly cloudy for the rest of the week. Friday, 81. Then it's going to go up to 86 on Friday next week. 64 nighttime low. Next Saturday, it's going to get close to 90 again with a high of 89 and a low of 67. Next Sunday, high 88. Nighttime low 67, all partly cloudy. Partly sunny on Monday, the 19th, with a high of 87 degrees. Nighttime low 63. Once again, current temperature at our Spreaker studios here at GJRB Online, according to Mayor Farms Eagle Point Station, 81 degrees. And again, it feels like 82. 81 degrees, and that's weather on the fives. And you can hear weather on the fives any time in the hour that ends in 5, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Any time in the hour that ends in 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, or 55 past the hour. And, of course, on music shows, it's 25 and 45 past the hour. Talk shows, 25 and 55. Weather on the fives daily here on GJRB. And this is where it happens, folks. The GJRB Online. Got some more great stuff we're going to do. We're going to stay on till the end of this segment. So I'm going to take a promo break, and we'll be right back with more of the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, after this.
Recently, the owner of Facebook had to face controversy over personal information on Facebook users. In addition, users were saying that their postings were being deleted. Getting sick and tired of your censorship and your data being used without your permission? Do something about it now. Come to MeWe, the internet social site that values your freedom. No more deleted postings. Make a step to freedom. Sign up today. It's easy. Go to www.MeWe.com. That's M-E-W-E. MeWe, the internet's free speech social site.
Watch. Pray. For we not know what hour the Son of God will return. Prophecy, New World Order, terrorism, economic collapse, wars, pest, Israel. When they say peace, then cometh sudden destruction, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, end-time headlines at www.endtimeheadlines.org.
End times are upon us, and we need to know what's happening. Knowing the truth is key to survival. There are lots of news events going on in the world that have certain significance to end-time happenings. Listen, as men and women gather to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy on the last 7 days. Uploaded as a podcast Wednesdays and run live every third Friday at 12 o'clock noon Central on GJRB.
Coast to coast and way out there, fans, listen up. If you like UFO conspiracies, ghosts, and the paranormal, you'll love Spaced Out Radio. Spreaker's answer to Coast AM with more interesting guest experts in the paranormal and UFOs each month. If you like Way Out There, you'll love Spaced Out Radio. Own the night with Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott. Nightly at 11 p.m. Central, 12 o'clock midnight Eastern, and 9 p.m. Pacific. On Spreaker, on Periscope, and on D-Talk Radio Network.
Back on the air here on GJRB Online, the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, winding down for another great show. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and thanks a lot for listening to the program today here on GJRB Online. Great time doing the show. Even though we don't get listeners, kind of have fun anyway, you know what I'm saying? I just enjoy doing this program and having listeners out there who like the show and tuning in and enjoying the broadcast. And, you know, this is just a place to do the program. This is just a fabulous way of doing radio, and it's great. And I want to thank everyone for tuning into the radio station and listening to our broadcast and all that good stuff. Because like I said, it's hard to get an audience for this program and get people to listen and stuff. So when I do get an audience on this radio station, it's always fabulous. And I can't say anymore. It's just that the best. That's for sure. And glad you could be aboard with me today, the Gary Russen program on GJRB Online. And let's see, we have got a lot of stuff coming up. So hope you'll tune into the broadcast today. We got. I want to talk about some of the programs we got coming up on GJRB Online, so that you get an idea of what we've got coming up. Tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, geez, backwards. Okay, the best of jazz is on top. It should have been the last one we go before we have. I should have done that. Okay, I did something backwards. Of course, you know how that goes. I should have maybe set that to go up a little earlier. Okay, that didn't work, because I'll have to do something a little different. Okay. All right, well, in a case like that, what we'll do is we'll go off the air here pretty soon anyway. 6:04 Central Daylight. Just going to talk about what we got coming up. Don't know what I'm doing. Going to probably take a brief break tomorrow. Don't know if I'm going to be on the air tomorrow at this point. But I will be back on Tuesday. All right? See what happens Monday, right? Monday I've got some stuff I want to work on towards the next show. So I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be on the air Monday or not. Usually I try to make plans to be on the air Monday. Quite sure yet what's going to happen with Monday. But I will be on Tuesday with the Gary Russen program, Gary J in the morning. But it's going to be a different Gary J in the morning than what you're used to. It's going to be a program which are going to play some Christian rock. It's going to be our Twin Spin Tuesday all day. We're going to start with the Gary J in the morning show and bring you the best in that. It's going to be on the air live at 10 a.m. Central Daylight on Tuesday morning. And that'll be our Twin Spin Tuesday. Which will be on the air, Christian rock, all pretty much a good part of the chunk of the day, and we'll be on the air playing that. And then later on, Christian programming on our low-powered 9-foot signal, which occupies 88.9. It's KPRR 88.9, our other station on this frequency, featuring the best in Christian rock and Christian programming. So you want to tune in for that. And if you live in this vicinity, you can hear it on there too, Muck Radio, which is on TuneIn, but you can listen. I want to check this up with you and see what you think. I've got these pair of headphones, let's say about a number of weeks ago, at our local Goodwill store. Now, this pair of headphones is a pair of headphones has a different end to it. It's got a USB cord. And it has a microphone on it. So I want to check to see what you think of this microphone. Okay, now, I'm not sure if it'll work. I'm going to try it. I have to go into my thing here and see if that'll come up on there. Is it? Didn't show on there. Probably not. Don't see it. Every once in a while, I have to go in. Okay, maybe this won't work. I'll have to try it another time. There's a new microphone on here, but it won't. I have to ram it through the system. And right now, I don't have it on the system. So I'll try that on Tuesday. I might try something a little different on Tuesday. I'm going to see if this works. I want to see how this microphone works on here. I want to hear it back, but I don't have it connected. So I'll have to try it another time. But otherwise, on Tuesday, with the Gary Russen, with Gary J in the morning. It's Christian Rock Show, Twin Spin Tuesday, and that'll be live at 10 a.m. On Tuesday morning. Okay. Then right after we get done with that program, then it's going to be some more Christian programming, Twin Spin Tuesday. I try to work on doing voice tracking to sound like I'm on all day, but I'm kind of saving that for my 3-hour plan and see if that would work. And this has an echo on it, so I like the headphones, but they don't work for me on this thing. So I'm just going to plug that the way I have it in here. Sounds good. It makes me louder, but the problem is those headphones have a slight delay from talking into the microphone. It sounds good, but it messes me up. So I'm going back to the way I do it because it has this kind of a slight millisecond delay, whatever you want to call it, and it sounds weird. So I moved it back over to the headphones because it just wasn't working. Anyway, you're listening to Gary Russen program Saturday Extra on GGRB Online. I want to thank you all for listening today. Had a great time doing the program, even though we didn't get much on listeners. But we did have Ed Delgado at the beginning of the program, so I want to thank Ed for tuning in. So if he happens to catch this program on the fly as a rebroadcast, thank you, Ed, for joining me today. And I enjoyed doing the program. So thanks a lot for tuning in. And otherwise, next week, let's see what we got coming up next weekend. Yes, okay. Well, we got Wednesday. I'm going to see what we can do Wednesday. Possible broadcast. The only thing you might hear on here on those days, Monday and on Wednesday, probably be offline stuff. You'll be hearing our local programming. So if you're a follower of me on Spreaker, you have that royal treat of hearing local GGRB programs. In other words, you get a royal treat of hearing what programming I have on my 9-foot signal. So people who want to hear my 9-foot signal, you can listen on Monday and or Wednesdays when we do the offline stuff, as they're trying to get a kind of a schedule going. And we'll still be doing some live stuff here on Spreaker on a Monday. But other than that, Mondays are pretty much like cleaning day and getting things together and doing some stuff with the computer, cleaning that out, getting some things ready. But we'll be back on the air on Mondays. I'm planning on something Monday. I don't have a time slot for a program on Monday. So it's usually spontaneous on Mondays and on Wednesdays. Mondays and Wednesdays are spontaneous, with a chance of maybe Wednesday, especially when we start back up the Blues House and Bluegrass Jubilee. I'm planning on rebroadcasting those on Wednesday mornings. Rebroadcasting those. So you might be hearing those on Wednesday morning. And, re-edited with local weather on there, the live weather. And then Thursdays, that's another thing entirely. Thursdays is probably going to be rock worship. Now, as I told you before, GGRB now just recently got another studio at our Church of Christ on the other side of town here. That studio is getting worked on at this point, trying to get things up on internet. But I will be doing programming from there. That church programming will be heard on our 88.9 as a rebroadcast of the podcast. So basically what that's going to be is I'm only going to be on the internet there. No FM. The only time you hear us on FM is here. But we will take those programs and rebroadcast it here on the 88.9 on KPRR. And that's rock worship. And the Positive Rock Show will also be heard from there from time to time. And some specialty Christian programming. with our Pastor Ron Johnston. We're going to be, of course, the last 7 days is heard from there. I'm trying to see if I can talk him into doing that live sometime when we get the premium plan. And we do that, then I might try to see if we can get that show on live. Otherwise, it's going to always be pre-recorded. And other programs. And then on next Friday, Return of Crooners, Season 2. Just like we did with the Smooth Afternoon yesterday. That was started our new season. Smooth Afternoon started our new season yesterday. So, like today, we're going to do the same thing. It's going to be a brand new season. So we're going to be doing that. Brand new season of that program will be airing on Friday. Brand new season of Crooners. And got some your all-time favorites. We're going to repeat some of those. And I'm looking at some more bios on some different crooners for that show. So that's coming up. I'm planning on getting Swing Time back fired up with a show on spotlighting Xavier Cugat. So check that out. That's coming up. And let's see. I'm going to be doing right after Crooners a brand new episode of Radio, Television, and Movie Classics. The brand new show. And like I said earlier, I'm missing parts of my April 12th show. Don't know what happened to it. Broke up or something happened to it, but I lost episodes of my April 12th Radio, Television, and Movie Classics. That was show 102. So show 103 is going to be a whole new mystery questions at the end of that show. And I'm going to have to skip the mystery questions being answered from the last show. If anyone has a copy of that last show, I'm still looking for it on my YouTube, and I can't find it. So I'm going to probably have to do is keep looking on the computer. If I don't find it, I will have to skip the mystery questions, and maybe if I have the mystery questions on the computer here somewhere, I will redo those mystery questions on this next episode. I got TV Guide pages. I got a TV Guide page from St. Louis. So if there's any St. Louis listeners, I'm going to do your TV Guide page. I have a TV Guide page from St. Louis from 1974. Let's see, was that August 6th, I think. August 6th, 1974. About as close as I can get to this time. So we're going to do August. If I find another TV Guide page, or if they post a TV Guide page for Friday's date, then I'll do that TV Guide page too as well. But we're going to do a TV Guide page from August, I think 6th or 9th or 7th. I'm not sure exactly which, but it's August of 1974. It's a Friday night. So we're going to do something with that one. That'll be pretty good. I'm going to do the top 25 movies from 1975. And we're going to do Retro Prime Time 1975. So we're going to be doing 1975 Friday night on that show. So we got a couple of those. And, of course, back in those days, $6 Million Man used to be on Friday night. So that's going to be a good show. And then Americana, which was and is no more, I'm going to be taking a look. Since school's starting here pretty soon for a lot of the kiddies, we're going to retrospect and remember the old book bags. Remember some of those old book bags? I got pictures of those on my Pinterest page. Check it out. It would be under, I think it's under my either GJRB Online or the Gary Russen page, either one of those two. I have some old pictures of elementary school book bags and lunch boxes. So we're going to be doing those. We're going to be talking about those and a lot of other stuff. So it's going to be a fun show. Radio, Television, Movie Classics, Friday afternoon, 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific, right here on the GJRB Online Network. Check it out. It should be fun. You want to listen to that. Yeah. Let's see. That should be a really good show. Then next Saturday, right here at 3 o'clock Central Daylight Time, right here on GJRB Online. It's another edition of the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, right here on GJRB Online, so tune in. Should be a fun show. You want to listen to that. Next week, I'm going to try to get a hold of Ben Ostman this week sometime and see if he can do the show. Couldn't get him. I called him up last hour, no response, so we'll try Ben again next week. I'm hoping maybe he can be on. Well, let's hope. Just hoping maybe he would get him on here next week. Don't know what happened here. I guess he had to work. So I'm going to leave him a message and see if he's available next Saturday to be on the show, because I really wanted to talk about this gun control issue with him. I want to see what he thinks. So I'm hoping maybe perhaps we can get him on. And maybe even 2 guests. Let's see how long he can stay on. I don't know. The last time he was almost on was the day that his phone died. So he wasn't on then. Then we were not on the air for a couple of weeks with this program. And then I guess he had to work today. So I'm going to try him next week. See if he can maybe wang it to work on Sunday. And maybe we could try to get him on next week. Hopefully. Maybe perhaps. Maybe we'll work on getting him on next week. That'd be pretty cool to see how it works out. So next Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock Central Time, right here on Spreaker, GJRB Online, another edition of the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra. All right. So I'm going to wrap it up there, I guess. I guess that's pretty much how it goes for today on the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, here on GJRB Online. Thank you all for listening to the program. Thanks a lot for tuning in. And click the Best of Jazz right after this is over. Listen to that. It's coming up next on the GJRB Online Network. The Best of Jazz. So just stay on this Spreaker podcast site and hit the like button on this show. Always want to hear whether or not people like the program. So please hit that like button. And of course, play the Best of Jazz. Great show from June 8th featuring the music of David Sanborn. So hit that play button on that after this is over. Unless you want to listen to the show again, which I don't know why you want to. But anyway, that's going to do it for the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra. Have yourself a great rest of your weekend. And quoting Ed Delgado, be the best person you can be. We'll talk to you again on Monday or Tuesday. Until then, have your best rest of your weekend ever. So long, everyone.
This is the GJRB Online Network.